What's up, everyone? I'm Carlos. This is Steven.
How's it going, everybody?
Welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to give our first impressions of Azzaro Wanted by Night. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
Thanks again for lending me your bottle for this video.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
This is Wanted by Night. It's an eau de parfum concentration.
Mm-hmm.
The original I have a decant of, and I never wound up reviewing it. It just didn't really... It didn't hit the right spots. I didn't overly love it.
Okay.
Wasn't a huge fan. But this one, it's a different story.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it.
It just came out in 2018, within the last month or so.
That's right.
It was composed by Fabrice Pellegrin. He's done a lot of major releases, niche fragrances. I can't think of one right now, but he's done a lot. Take my word for it.
Yeah, he has. Well, it's a pretty simple note breakdown. So it has red cedar, cinnamon, and one more note.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. That's interesting. So the original, I guess it's kind of known for, or I always say I get like tonka bean from it.
Okay.
Kind of like this kumaric feel about it. Very easy to wear, very pleasant. Now that I have this one as a mode of comparison, it's much simpler, you know? Yeah, this one is much more complex. You can tell there's a lot of other stuff going on in there.
It's got a spicy, woody vibe about it.
Yep.
It smells much more polished than this one.
Right.
To my nose, anyway. I want to put it on the skin.
Yeah, go right ahead. I mean, you get the impression that there was a lot more thought that went into it. You know, it's very well put together, very complex in terms of how it unfolds on the skin. And it also has this darker look to the bottle, which I think is really cool. It's a cool aesthetic. All in all, I really enjoy it, yeah. You know, so if you're a fan of some of the more darker night, privé, noir fragrances, I would definitely say check this one out. If you like the direction that those fragrances go in, you're gonna get something comparable with this fragrance. I did go on Fragrantica, and you know, a lot of times you can't fully trust what other people say, but I did see people talking about a cumin note.
Okay.
So I don't know if I necessarily get a cumin note per se. I just get an overall spicy vibe. When I think of cumin, I think of like Rose 31 and Fate Man by Amouage, and I don't get that.
Cumin is a very spicy note, which can give off a BO vibe, depending on your skin type.
Right.
Thankfully, on my skin, cumin doesn't do that, but a lot of people don't like cumin for that.
Sure, yeah.
It smells almost niche.
Mm-hmm.
It smells Mancera-ish.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. That's funny that you mentioned that. I mean, yeah, it does.
I like it better than, don't kill me, red tobacco.
Oh, okay.
On my skin, that one didn't work. I liked it better on others than I did it myself. So this is definitely spicy. It's definitely woody. It's definitely assertive. For an eau de parfum, it's pretty strong, because sometimes eau de parfums, they project and radiate, but in a softer way.
Yeah.
A lot of people always assume, oh, parfum, it's going to be stronger. That's not always the case.
Right. It's just you're going to get slightly better longevity, but it's not going to project as loudly because it's the alcohol that allows the fragrance to project.
But this happens to be projecting it. Don't you smell it in my hand?
Yeah. I mean, even when I sprayed it here before and you were sitting in the
I was
computer
like,
chair,
that's good.
You picked up on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but I think it's pretty versatile in terms of when it could be worn. Like, I think this one can be worn dressed up and dressed down.
Okay.
Yeah, and the price is good enough so that it can be worn casually, of course. I got this from Macy's.
Okay.
You know, and it was the 1.7, and I paid like $70 for it.
That's
so
cool.
For a designer scent, and it is eau de parfum, so of course you can get away with fewer sprays. So I do think you get your money's worth here.
There's a little bit of sweetness in there. I don't know where it's coming from. Perhaps sweet tobacco.
Okay.
But overall, I like, and I would buy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good scent, I mean, bottom line. And I think it's a kind of scent that will also get a lot of compliments.
I agree, Stephen. I think it will get a lot of compliments.
Yeah.
I could see this wearing really nicely for my skin, and the Goyles at work loving it.
I think you should try it out. You want to borrow it? Maybe wear it. I'll make you a decant.
Sure,
and then
that'll
you can
be
wear
fun.
it at work.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
All right, cool.
So thanks for tuning in to our first impressions of this guy right here. A full review, of course, will be coming on this gentleman's channel. I will definitely buy this one. So it's bottle worthy, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our first impressions of Wanted by Night. He said he got 7 hours. I asked before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. It got me through my workday, and then I remember I was driving home. I have my hands up by the steering wheel and everything, and I thought I caught like a trace of it.
Okay.
Put it up closer, and I was able to smell it. Of course, it became a lot more softer and more subdued. But even at the 7 hour mark, like if you were to smell my hand, you would know that something's there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thanks again for watching. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you have been a subscriber, click on that bell icon so you don't miss notifications of new reviews, new content, giveaways, buddies, and beautiful ladies. Always having fragrant fun here at BFL for you guys. Don't forget, vote.fragrance.org. We'll catch you next review.
Take care.